Well, it was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now a guy who played his college ball here in the Bay Area, and that's Stanford's Bryce Love. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Check four.
That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. They'll drop the throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike. Check. Watch 54. Let's go, tackle. Let's go.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels. Tell you what, Bart, when you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back. but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On 2nd down, Love. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Back to throw here. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gather the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
Well, how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
On 2nd down now. Dickerson, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
35 the mic.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This one into the hands of Largent. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
You might get time to get me. 35 the mic.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Solomon Thomas has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
On first down, Dickerson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. We're scoreless after one. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Oh, what a juke into space. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. Give him 58 yards on the ground. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10 clear on the other side of the field. Meanwhile, here a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
Hey, watch the slant. He's crashing. He's
On 2nd down, it's Armstrong. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Jackson now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Play action. It's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
53 is the mark. Army.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Seahawks will take over at their own 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, 1st down. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He'll drop to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
35's the mic. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st down, here's Love. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks. Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. They'll look to throw here. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Go.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here we go. 50. Mike.
2nd and 3. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. They'll throw now on the final play. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He's got a man, complete. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 36, Jackson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and 11 now. Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, they frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference. And they crossed it on that play.
They go play action here on first down. He'll bite, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now this one complete on the slant route. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. On third down, Dickerson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the game there. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now for Love. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Flushed out right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
Now back to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Love. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down now, it's Gray. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 32 on the play.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, Dickerson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the left side. Dickerson. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Niners on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. And his kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Check. Fresno.
They're going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On 3rd down, here's Love. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
At their own 40-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sail, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this. Touchdown, 49ers! A great play there. 60 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Love. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down, it's Love. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
He's coming. Double take. He's coming. Double up.
They'll try and run for it. And he's got some space here. The 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. On second down now, Dickerson. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Well, sometimes
pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing a second and a bundle. They'll set up a throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Switch. Alert flare. Go. Check. Lucky. Check 90. Check 99. Check.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And the pressure gets to him again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Second down and goal. Jackson, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time.